Get the keys out here. It's bright out there again. Oh. No, that light's not working. Just hit or miss which ones come on. That one's working though. What do you miss? I'm going to work on buttoning this up today. And I need to call Mom yet. It is Easter Sunday. The phone's just about dead, so I got it inside charging for a bit. See if she'll pick up the phone. Maybe out partying in the garden. So, kind of a weird Easter. This is one of those days that we all get together, but not this year. So I got up this morning and had a couple of scrambled eggs, because I didn't hard boil them and I don't have dye anyway. I did use pink Himalayan salt on the eggs though, and then had a handful of M&Ms. So eggs and chocolate, that's what the stores want you to think that makes Easter go around, right? So, yeah, we need to button this mess up a little bit, get some stuff over on the shelves. I got a chunk of plywood and I've got some brackets. What size were these? I may have to build a little quick shelf over on the far side. Oh yeah, we got 5 big ones and 3 of the smaller. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, that little shelf with that long box is on right there. I'm gonna redo that one. Just a little flimsy. I can move that someplace else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. But I've got a chunk of 3/4 ply. It's got a heavy warp to it, but I think we could make it work. I think I could make it work. We'll have to crawl over there and figure it out. I was also looking at maybe building a cabinet to put in down in the corner there, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that. Could just do a shelf type bracket above the door, but I don't want to go above the door. If the door is open, I can't get to stuff. So, I don't know. I could drop that one down and put one above it. Put the shorter one down low. So anyway, I'm rambling. We'll figure it out. I'm already down 2 bars on this battery. It's only got 4 bars. I just turned the camera on, so this battery's junk. So we'll have to play this one careful again. Keep an eye on it. Probably just take this right back inside and plug it in till I can get out and get the brothers to the brother's place and get my batteries back from him. So, yep. Go grab the phone, give Mom a call. Hopefully that battery holds out. Let this one recharge. And crack the doors open. Start digging through the stuff again. So, Easter Sunday. Working hard. Did get up this morning and put my my unemployment claim, weekly claim in, so for 3 days last week. Hopefully this thing comes to an end shortly. Gotta get the rest of those signs up on that wall too to get them hung. So, alrighty, let's get started. Alrighty, just got off the phone with Mom and Dad. Wished them a happy Easter and talked about all the good stuff that's going on right now. And have to figure out time when we can all get together after this is all over and done with. So I'm waiting for my Safeway delivery. I said between 12 and 2. It is 12:32. Get that in the house when it shows up, because I don't remember what I bought. I ordered this thing almost a week ago now, called the Safeway Foods. Haven't torn into the garage just yet, but I did grab some empty boxes I've been hanging on to, so I need to find some tape. I don't have packing tape. I don't know if I have any duct tape anywhere. Bleeps on the phone here. What's going on? It's been packed. Come on now. Messages. I hate cell phones. Thanks for your Safeway order. It's been packed and we've emailed you a receipt. Track your order here. Yeah, I'm not going to track it. We'll see when it shows up. Let's talk books real quick. You know, when I was playing with Jimmy, do this in the shade here, by the factory service manuals, get you all sorts of information, good drawings, shows how bits and pieces work. They're a little pricey, but you can find them on eBay, or I use booksforcars.com for putting things together and for general information. You can see it's a lot thicker than, say, the Chilton's or Haynes, but I use those as well, because sometimes they have different pictures, a little bit more exploded views. If you do go for these, just a tip, don't go for the perfect, pristine ones. They charge a lot of money for those. I guess there's collectors out there for these. I go for the one that's got the dog-eared corners, and a little dirty on the side. And you'll find some handwritten notes. That's actually, I think, the date that I bought it. But this is what we're using for the Oldsmobile. So I got it Chilton's 70 to 87. I don't remember when I bought this, but I picked it up when I first got the car. We've got a Fisher body manual. Now this just deals with the body, nothing for suspension. I think they're for all body styles. It's got pictures in here, but it shows all the different models. Just looking into ignition stuff, but this talks about measurements for putting trim on, how to attach trim pieces and seats and interior panels, and how to measure gaps for panels. And I don't know why I'm showing you that, because you can't even see the car back there, but putting glass in, and you know, the building of the car. So good resource to have. And then I also picked up, I think it's a reprint. Well, in fact, I know it's a reprint. An assembly manual. So this shows you all the inner workings on how everything goes together. The hard part with this one that I haven't quite figured out yet is I go by groups for the individual. Rear suspension is group 4, group 3 is front suspension. I can't figure out how. Okay, group 1, 3, 1, 4. So there's 1, 2, there's 1, 3, 1, 5, 7, 6. Okay, so I'm getting it now. 4. Okay. I may need to get the rear bump stops. Actually, I should have those suspension kit. That's one thing I was actually looking into, is Kevin was wondering if there was retainer clips for those rear springs, but there are not. that I'm seeing. So, another good resource to have. There's my notes from when I bought the first car. Tires. Specs and feature manual. Rally 350. All good resources to have when you're putting one of these together. Now, I'm not doing a factory restore or restoration. Got new product service information and then a whole bunch of printouts from stuff that I've researched. So I'll have to keep those close at hand, start taking those with, because I took the Jimmy service manual just stayed out there with the truck when we were building it, but the truck had all the glass in it, whereas the Cutlass does not. So these will probably come and go each time. But throw a notebook in there with a pen so that when I need to find parts, or I can just jot down what I'm looking for. Of course, you know, probably already have all the parts I need in this place. But anywho, enough rambling. I need to get to work. Get this garage opened back up. Figure out what I'm going to do for adding a shelf or two on the far side, because I've got a chunk of wood that I can use. And get to it. That light's now on. It finally warmed up enough. So, yeah. Rock and roll. Boy, no sooner shut the camera off and then the Safeway truck pulls up. Talking to the guy a little bit there, he says, yeah, it's just been nuts. Their deliveries are a week out. He says, yeah, it took me a while to get this one. But told him just doing my part to stay out of the stores right now. So, of course, I like M&Ms, but they didn't have any. They were out. So I ordered the family size variety pack, Snickers and Twix and whatnot. They didn't have, well, I ordered it, and then I got an email this morning saying your order is on its way, we're getting ready to pick it, but these items are not available anymore, so we'll make, because I put in there you can make a substitution, I'm okay with that. So I got 4 bags of, one of Twix, one of Snickers, one of, I mean, there's 4 different, basically the variety pack. And it's probably a couple of bucks more if you buy the individual bags, but they charge me the same price, so I got candy for weeks in there now. Got some mac and cheese, got some frozen breakfast stuff, got some yogurt. I didn't do any milk because I also do I have a logo on here. I don't see one. There we go. I do Imperfect Produce. Get a weekly delivery from them too. They buy the stuff from the auctions of like the misshapen. You know, you don't get the nice round potatoes. Maybe they got the funny shapes to them. There's nothing wrong with them. They're still just as good. They just don't look as appealing. Apples that, you know, maybe a little miscolored or whatnot. You know, maybe they're not all nice bright red all the way around. Maybe they got just a little bit of, I don't want to say a little bit of green because it sounds like it's not ripened yet, but again, there's nothing wrong with them. And some of the stuff is just surplus. You know, the growers put it out there and the grocery stores didn't buy it all. So these guys buy it up and sell it and sell it at a discount. They also do some grocery items, but I like to do milk. I'll do eggs through them because that kind of stuff is actually local sourced. Whereas if you go to the grocery store, it's not always locally sourced. So, anywho, now that that's done, that's 12:48. That's not too bad. Now we can get serious on the garage. I was just getting ready to start opening things up when the Safeway truck pulled up. So, cool. I do want to make a quick little bracket for the Jimmy today too. So I got something showing up tomorrow that will be useful, but that's just going to be a quick cut and some grinding. So, but we can do that throughout the day. But today is just focus on the garage. Turn the radio up and get at her. So we'll bring you back when we have something fun to show you. Well, 3:35 in the afternoon. Time for an update. And I need a little break. So we haven't cleaned up anything, but I got some shelves thrown up over there. Took the shelf that was up top there, and I moved it down low. There was a small shelf down that side. It's been lowered. Can't really see it from this angle here, but that's a board that was floating around in that back corner for a while. It is warped. You can see the curve. It's not overloaded. What I wound up doing on the back side up top, standing upright, so you know, going this way, not going this way, but is a 2x4, and that is also screwed into the studs. So that takes the sway out of the back of the board. But it is pretty pronounced. So it looks like it's overloaded. It's not. But still want to throw some 2x4s or something, some blocks up in there, some wind blocks. Seal this thing up a little bit more, but sometime, someday. Because I think there's a little bit of water that blows in from that side. That's the side the wind usually comes from, so if it's really nasty, I think that gets a little wet up there. So, yeah, other than that, we're just making a huge mess in here still, but I can now start transferring stuff over that way. But I'm going to go sit down for a little bit and take a break. One thing I wanted to talk about. I've had this drill for years, and I mean years. I think Mom and Dad bought this for me for Christmas or graduation. It's an old Craftsman, 14.4 volt. And you can tell it hasn't been used much. This thing's 20 plus years old. I don't think they put dates on them. Not that I'm seeing. But it's been used. I've actually helped some in the military, helped a few folks build decks with this, and a few vehicle projects and whatnot. Inside the kit was a neat little quick release adapter. So there's the case. Craftsman Professional. One battery with a charger. I haven't used that since I bought this house, so I've been here 10 years. It was probably several years before that before I even used it, because I'm pretty sure I might have used it down at the apartment in Auburn. Because I had a train table thing set up back there. Maybe I used it at the apartment in Everett. I don't think I did. But long story longer, it's been at least 10-15 years since I've used that thing. So I found it over there with all my other stuff. Drug it out, threw the battery on a charger, took a charge, and I used it. Put all those shelves up over there, and it still got charge. So I'm going to get rid of the case, clean that out, because I just don't need that. I don't remember where. Oh, there's the charger for it. It's a monster charger for a single battery. Fast charger. But we're going to put her into service. Throw it up on the shelf here with the other drills. So I'm running Porter cables now. I bought this when I bought the house, so that's 10 years old. It's been a good drill. I got that little Porter cable, little impact. I got a big impact too I need to start using as well, a DeWalt. But no, that impressed me. Figured that battery was going to be toast. So who knows how long it'll last, but I'm sure once it's done, I doubt I'll be able to find batteries for it, but you never know. We'll worry about it when the time comes, but now we got an extra drill to use. So, alrighty, enough babbling. Speaking of batteries, this thing's down to a single bar again. Throw it back on the charger and let it do its thing. And yeah, at least the yard doesn't look as trashy today. So we're getting through things. So let me charge this thing up. We'll be back in a bit. Oof! What's it say? 7:30? 7 on the nose. 7:30 and 51 seconds. We've been working. I'm tired. I'm running out of steam. There's an Oldsmobile there. Yeah. Got all the plywood stacked up in the back. And if you're really observant, you notice it's kind of sitting a little funny right now. Before I put the plywood over there, just in case I needed the room, although that was fine, I went ahead and jacked up that side and loosened the wheel, and that wheel is now off on the far side. And my goal is to get this side the same, get that wheel off, and then we'll be ready to pull the rear end out of this thing. Whew. Good steering column sitting right there, don't lose that. There's the wheel for the car, the steering wheel. Beats what was on the car when I bought it, a pair of vice grips. I think that column's long gone. I think I tossed that a long time ago. So, yeah. What a mess. What a mess. Let's go to the front suspension real quick, shall we? I was just looking at that. Oh, empty box. I was looking for one. Nice sunset with the Olympics over there. Silhouetted against the evening sky. So here's the crustiness on this frame. Now on the other car, the frame that's underneath it, this corner got crunched real hard. This one looks good. However, on this car, got a lot of rot here. Looks like somebody's been trying to pull it. This is where the battery sits, so obviously it ate that up. And then, I don't know if we can see it from here. Is it showing up there? See the crack? And that's probably repairable. Probably repairable. Because on the other frame, this is all good. So, I don't know, maybe we'll mix and match and do something with this car. This one's power brakes. The green car is not. That's about the only major difference between the two. I'm going to pull these mounts off. I've already started, but must have been having issues getting underneath there to get that other bolt and then get those off, because I need to clean those up and use them for the other car. The other frame has a set of those, but this is here and I can work on this now. Now the inner tie rod ends, the problem that I found trying to order a set of these is, well, the Zerk fittings are on the inside here. Now these are still factory, so the Zerk fitting is on the bottom. But my concern was if I put a 90, if I would have enough room up there. But yeah, I can get almost 2 fingers in there, so both sides. So I got these coming. I got this piece coming. I got one of these coming. I got one of those coming. I should already have these. I've got 2 sleeves coming. That'll do the steering on it. I've got the gearbox already. Probably Probably going to need that rag joint and whatnot. I've got a new sway bar coming. I've got shocks coming. I was able to find some KYBs that are not stupidly expensive and will support a slightly lowered car. Bump stops, that's what we swapped out already. Yeah, just looking at everything here. Drum brakes all the way around, same as the other car. Woohoo! The other car was damaged here, like it got hit. Probably because of the frame damage there, it shoved everything back. So, worst case scenario, we got a car with donor metal. Good stuff. So, it's still pretty tight, but I think we'll be able to get in there and bust those bolts free and crack the brake lines and then the parking brake cable. And there's the interior of this one. This one's got a decent dash though. Try to preserve that. And I'm thinking that this door is going to go on the other car. Let's check the bottom real quick. I don't want to open it too much here. Yeah. Feels fairly solid. I don't know. All you guys down there and see what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad, actually. The other one's all bunched right up in here, so the plans that I have for this car, I wouldn't care about a bunched door as long as it operates. So I may have to pop that off and drag that out to the brother's place. I can just drag that other door here and just throw it inside the car for now. So, yeah, still a huge mess, but we're actually getting down to the end. I filled up those shelves up there already. Got a little bit more I can put up top. But kind of overloading this one a bit. I think what I'm going to do is transfer a lot of that stuff to this shelving unit and a lot of this stuff over there. So that would make more sense. Whew, getting tired, you can hear it in my voice. Alrighty, let me shut this thing off and get back to work. I got a ways to go yet before I can even stop tonight. 5 till 10 in the p.m. I'm beat. I am wore out. We got dancing space now. You can see the car. Still not perfect, but we made a lot of progress today. There's still a few things that have to go over to that side, but not much. Which is good because I'm running out of room over there. Shelves are filling up. But today was a day of just digging through stuff. Filled up my little trash can several times. So, good stuff. I was gonna drag the barbecue grill out and cook up some hot dogs, but I actually ordered sausages. But Safeway says, no, we don't have any, so you got 2 packages of beef franks, Armour beef franks. So it's like, okay. And they substituted the buns as well, but oh well. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. Maybe a can of soup or something. I'm tired. Because I still got to edit this thing up, and I was up till 3 in the morning editing yesterday. Luckily, 2 of the videos I had already done months ago. I just put them in a file and forgot about them. But I edited 5 videos yesterday? 4. Edited 4. And these videos that we're doing here, the little shutdown videos, they don't take long. Take the clips, dump them together, little transition in between, some music at the end, title. Send it out, let you guys enjoy it. But the stuff, with the Olds frame and the Jimmy stuff, that's usually let the camera run and then I go back through and I just take the little snippets. So otherwise it'd be really boring and really long. But tomorrow is Monday. I hope everybody had a happy Easter, or at least an acceptable Easter. I spent mine out here. It was a beautiful day. But my goal for tomorrow, I may not focus so much on the garage, but I have a bracket I need to make for the Jimmy, for the back bumper, for an addition we're going to put on the truck that I think is supposed to show up tomorrow. So I'd kind of like to work on the bracket and get that squared away. And then I want to try to get the rear end out of this car so I can spray it down and start cleaning it up. Degrease it, and should try to figure out what the gear ratio is on it. I'm sure it's 270 something like most of them were. But yeah, I want to try to get the rear end out of this car, which I've got 4 jack stands there. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'll have 1 extra. There's probably another one sitting underneath. Yeah, looks like there's another one. So I got 5 sitting over there. So this car will be up on jack stands all the way around. I could put the front end back on the ground, I guess. But jack stands are there just to kind of help stabilize it. But anyway, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since about 1:30 this afternoon, other than a couple of handful of tortilla chips, a couple of sparkling water things because they were in the fridge. So I'm going to shut you off. I'm going to go inside, clean up, it's a little dirty and grungy, and we're going to get some rest, and we're going to come back out and play some more tomorrow. So have a wonderful evening, or afternoon, or morning, or whatever it is when you're watching this. We will catch you in the next one.